but I'm studying them. I'm going to write this great Western outlaw story about Red. Well, who would publish it? America loves outlaws. I just might have to wait to tell the part about him being a bisexual. Are you still harping on that subject? You think half the men in America are a bisexual. Or maybe they are. That condition has been with us for centuries. The men go off to work or to war and they're camped out and they driving cattle and they're cutting logs and, some of them play with each other. When they get horny, Red has spent all his working years in logging camps. He only comes to town on weekends. Shh! Don't talk about that too loud. Daddy might hear it. Oh, yeah. If I accused him of being one, he might murder me. Hell, I can remember Daddy and his hard men used to camp out for months. You just better write a nice outlaw story and leave that part out. Nobody wants to think outlaws are homo. Well, Daddy might have really loved Mother and treated her good if he hadn't been a split personality. He just partied with too many hired men. Oh my God, you always have to talk about this sooner or later, Brownie. Dandy, how do you think the grandkids are going to feel when their own daughter is accusing their own granddad of being a homo? A natural thing under the circumstances. There's not anything so bad about it. Those kids are just prejudiced. I have thought a lot about it, and I think as soon as Daddy figured out that he couldn't leave the man alone, he should have let Mother divorce him and settle for being an old homo rancher. Don't tell me you don't wish Red wasn't normal. If that's what's wrong with him. Well, he's trying to do right by the women by not marrying him. But women can't have leave a bachelor as sexy as he is alone. Including me. You're living mighty dangerous up here, mixed up with Red, Dandy. Daddy sure doesn't approve. He told me. Oh, do you know what? I don't care what he thinks. At the start of the summer, Daddy asked me if Marty, my son, couldn't sleep in his cabin with him. He said he was lonely. That wasn't enough for him, so he asked me to make Marty sleep in the bed with him instead of on the couch. I knew right away he had a problem. Did Marty sleep with him? Hell no! I told Daddy, Marty is not going to feel comfortable sleeping with you. He even offered to pay Marty if he would sleep with him. Jeez, I don't know what to think. He let Marty drive his Cadillac when he's only 13, even though I don't think I've been any more upset about any of Daddy's behavior than this. Even his sleeping pills is not as bad as that. I feel like I'm looking into the heart of darkness. This is where the evil exists up here, and all the lies men have told to cover up that kind of sex. Well, have you said anything to Red? Sure. I asked him if he'd ever turned on the men in the logging camps, and he got quite happy. He never gonna tell the truth. But he's never without his buddies. Well, that's too bad. I feel sorry for you, Danny. Don't feel sorry for me. Just observe your own husband. You think he loves you? Well, no, I don't think he feels romantic love for me, but he just felt like it was time to get married and have kids, and I was there. And you want all the wives to be suspicious of their husbands, Dandy? No, just want wives to be smart. Don't try to stay ignorant because you're afraid you might have to leave him and earn your own living. A woman as pretty and high-lifed and loving as you shouldn't be so hard for a man to love. Ever thought of that? I'm glad everybody else thinks Jess is a perfect husband. They think I'm crazy to find a fault with him. He did sign for my electric shock, Dandy, when I didn't want it. I haven't forgiven him for that. Well, I sure didn't want you to have it. Jess wouldn't listen to me, and Daddy even tried to tell me it wouldn't hurt you. In a pig's eye. It just made me furious. You're the one that helped me when you told me I had to shut up that voice of God. You could have cured me right from the start if you'd have wanted to, Brownie, Duck Dandy. No, I wouldn't, because I had my hands full with my husband and Frank trying to kill me. I thought you'd be safe in a mental hospital, but I was wrong. I did not think they could talk Jess into signing for electric shock. I didn't realize that you were so out of tune with Jess. You never thought I was really crazy, and maybe he did. Well, these men can be deadly to our health. You've got to go back and study, Jess. That can't hurt your marriage, and that might help it for all you know. So the lights flicker down. It's the next night, and we hear old Grinder and Red. And Daddy comes out to greet him. Hi, Red, you're here.
You know what this is?
Yes.
What is it? It's a can of beer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. See, it's a real can of beer.
You and beer, they go together.
That's right. Now, don't you forget it now. By the way, your car is gone. I didn't know if you'd be here.
Brownie took my car to visit some cousins. She's going back to California in a few days.
She can go back to her old man?
Oh, yeah. She just had to have a little breather away from him.
Well, tell you what, I don't know why, but you know, I can talk to you and better than I can to any other woman. You seem to understand what I'm saying because I'm not very bright, so you pick up on not very bright people. You listen and you act like you actually enjoy me now, no matter what kind of lowlife I am. And I don't mind telling you. Little gal, you and I are going deer hunting tonight. What do you think of that, huh? I stole me a spotlight.
I hear the wardens are looking for poachers.
I can outrun
We could get caught.
I can outrun them. Hell, that's nothing to me.
Ain't old Grinder.
Let's go to the cabin first where we can be more comfortable, all right?
Oh, you mean on the bed? Well, the kids are asleep in their cabin, but my God, Daddy's next door.
What do you care? I'd like to stretch out on the bed for once instead of trying to make love all cramped up in that old Grinder of mine.
That would be nice. Sits down, throws off all his clothes.
I'm gonna pass on that for a minute. Wait a minute. I drink a lot of beer, you know what I mean?
And he gets up and begins to stroll out the door naked. Daddy, Red, there's a bathroom back here. There's a bathroom.
I don't want to flush that toilet. Might wake your old man up for sure. I mean, gee.
Red, you aren't going to pee off my front porch. People passing by can see you.
Watch this.
Oh my God, Red. You don't even care who sees you buck naked.
I ain't scared of him. What do you think of that?